I'm going to try to make a video where I don't laugh at all, not once. Just let this marinate for a moment. All right, guys. So this person, um, I think their name is Tony Collette. I don't know. I had to Google them. Them. Um, so much to say. Usually, you guys know I like to use humor and I laugh, but really, like, this one is no laughing matter. This show, Wayward, on Netflix, is literally, I feel like, spiritual and like mental warfare. Um, Here's why this show is so scary. First, here's what it's about. So it's a thriller. After a student escapes, newly arrived local wait. Okay, sorry. So Tall Pines is the name of this like school for wayward teenagers, wayward children. And after a student escapes, newly arrived local cop Alex Dempsey grows suspicious of the goings on at Tall Pines Academy, a school for troubled teens. Note that I am part of the problem. I gave this show a thumbs up because it was incredible. It was incredible. Um, but here's the problem. At least I didn't do the double thumbs up, but it did get one. Note that this show is set in the year 2003. Created by Mae Martin, Wayward takes a gender bending approach to adolescence and its cure. Netflix's mystery thriller miniseries is set in 2003 in the picturesque town of Tall Pines, home to the Tall Pines Academy, where adolescent kids are provided therapy to solve the problems of their adolescence. These are the two main characters of this show, and if I'm not mistaken, this is real life person's name is Mae Martin, and this is who created this show. And this show starts out with this individual um, has a wife, and this is the husband. I said I wouldn't laugh. This is the husband, and I was side eyeing this person for like the whole first episode because I'm like, but it looks like a girl. And okay, so it's like a trans husband where it's confusing because like these people are trans, but it's hidden from us. But this one is literally a trans character on the show. In fact, there's not one straight regular human being in this program. And I say the word program because that's what this is meant to program your mind, right? So I find this show so frightening because Netflix has now like mastered and fine-tuned mastered the craft of like these streaming shows where the storyline and the plot and all of that stuff is incredible. I couldn't stop watching it because the story is so good, but I don't think they care what these people are saying or doing. They want people that look like this in your face normalizing this. This is not normal. Let's look at some pictures of this Mae Martin, who is the husband and police officer on this show. My head is like spinning. I'm so confused. Like, that's how confusing these characters are on this show, like with the whole sexuality thing. Like, what am I looking at? And this says non binary wayward star Mae Martin. sorry, wants to play James Bond. But like I was saying, Netflix is where'd that come from? Netflix is getting scarier and scarier, like I said, because they have now, streaming is like still a relatively new, thing, newer thing. And I feel like they've been pushing agendas all this time, gently pushing, then pushing. But like this show literally just shoves it down your throat and slaps you upside the head. And, now here's the thing. I made the decision to one, turn on my TV, two, go to Netflix, three, click on a show where this is like the thumbnail thing, and I'm like throwing up in my mouth looking at this creature who literally looks like they crawled out of the depths of hell to come star on this show. Why did I click on this? To watch it? Well, it's a thriller, and I need some kind of entertainment, and I can't say I regret watching it because, like, this show was really good. But that's the problem. So, someone like me or us, whoever's watching this channel, I've talked about this before where I click on this, knowingly click on this, going, okay, this show is going to be filled with a bunch of trannies pushing agendas, and I'm able to filter that out. This one, though, was even hard for me to take because the characters are so, like, in your face, just. Like I said, I don't believe there was a single straight, like, person on this show. And guys, come on. At that point, it becomes an agenda, right? Like, I'm not an asshole. I've got some gay friends, family members, whatever. But every single freaking character, even there was like a scene in like a small town, they're in a small town, like in a little shop, in a little like corner store. And even the cashier was gay. Like, come on. And the one thing I did not appreciate about this show was it's set in 2003, like I said, and they're trying to rewrite history. Because if I'm like, I don't know, I'm just going to pick an age, 18, 19, whatever, like someone who's young, not awake, and they turn this on, like somebody who wasn't born or old enough to remember the year 2003. I'm sorry, the entire world was not LGB, EFG, HIJK, LMNOP. Like that was not a thing in 2003. So they're trying to like now make a show set in 2003 and pretend that everyone was trans, everyone is gay, the young people, the old people, the men, the women, the they, thems. Like that was not that was not a thing. That's not truthful. So, I think my message of this video is like, you literally actually have to be like mentally and spiritually very strong to stomach something like this. Because like really Netflix took off the kid gloves with this, and this is really like the craziest agenda pushing show I think I've seen to date. Look at this. Like, this is not normal. And like, I'm a weird-ish person. Like, by not normal, I mean like, this is morally very, very corrupt and weird. So there's like, hold on. Do you see how Mae West or Mae Martin, whatever your name is, you see how those fingers are interlaced like that? Do you think this is a man pretending to be a woman, pretending to be a man? I said I wouldn't laugh. What the fuck is this person? What am I looking at right now? Is anybody here in my age bracket? Like, I'm 46, and watching Saturday Night Live used to be like a regular thing. I haven't watched that show in years. Do you remember It's Pat? Like, It's Pat and the big joke? was that nobody knew if it was a man or a woman, and we were like, "Ah, ha, ha, it's Pat." Like, this was a funny thing, and now in 2025, like, literally, "It's Pat" has taken over. So, actually, all along, this fucking thing was pushing the agenda from back then, right? Like, I what did I hear about comedians? Comedians, famous comedians, they're all in on it too. And they get you to laugh at things to get it to be like more acceptable. If you can laugh about something, and I am guilty, I am at fault where I do make a lot of videos where I laugh at this stuff, but that's just my personality where I think some of this shit is just ridiculous and I can't help laughing. Sorry. Like, that May Martin person is literally it's Pat. And what year was this? Sometime in the 90s. So 30 years ago, this was like hysterical. We were like tears, we were laughing so hard. Um, you know, big Saturday Night Live joke. And here we are 30 years later, and you have to take these fucking creatures like dead serious or you're the problem. I can't. Like, I just literally can't with these people. Oh my God. So I don't think I'm overreacting when I say you have to be like spiritually and mentally very strong to watch what's currently streaming. Um, Because they are coming for your soul. Netflix is literally coming for your soul. They are trying to brainwash everyone. This has to be acceptable. People look like this now, and it's fine. And do you guys know what I'm saying? Like, what the hell's even happening? The easy solution is to not watch TV, like to not I didn't have to watch any of that, and I chose to, but I know what I'm looking at before it even starts. So, what do we do about the people who are embracing this and think it's totally fine? I mean, what the hell? My book here that I keep on my nightstand, The New World Order by Ralph Epperson, has a whole chapter. Did I ever show you guys this? I love my notes on the side here. Um, there is a whole section, the different chapters go through all of the different agendas of the New World Order. And one of them is the gay agenda, turning everybody gay to depopulate. So please wake up, share this information. This is, definitely something that is happening on purpose. I got distracted and I was looking through that book. I can't even remember where I left off, but just look at the stars of this Wayward show. Um, and they just want the whole world to be it's Pat now. So I don't know. I wanted to talk about that show because of like these people to me are just outrageous looking. And like I said, I was kind of just like gagging as I watched it. It was hard to stomach. Um, but Netflix is scary because they have really good content while they're pushing these agendas at the same time. All right, that's it for me. From me for now. I'm glad you guys liked What the Haley. I had fun making this, and you seem to really enjoy that format. And then this one um, took a long time editing. Like, normally I don't edit a thing like this video. I'm recording it on my phone and throwing it up on the channel. This one I edited, and check out my number 444 4 days ago. Oh my gosh. I told you guys that is my lucky number, and this number just follows me. I swear, I promise I didn't even know it said that. Um, I made a whole video about that being the number that I see all the time. Anywho, 444. This video I edited from 10 a.m. Well, that's a lie. I worked on it from 10 a.m. to 6 o'clock at night. And what I was going to do was go through all of the movies and look at pictures. I think I made it through like 2 or 3 movies and it was 6 o'clock. And I'm like, screw it. Whatever I have is going up. It's only 3 minutes, but it took a really long time to edit. Anyways, two Leos might be the best thing that's happened to me in 2025. Some people might feel deceived by this, but I was so excited. Um, I have the day off of work. I'm going to visit Yaya at the cemetery. She died 5 years ago today on October 9th. The coins are a Greek thing. You have to excuse that. My grandma was my best friend, and she died in October. How goth of you. But I'm going to go to the cemetery. And then I'm going to go see this movie, Bone Lake, because I love horror movies. It's October, and I'm excited about this one. So I hope you guys have a great day. I will be back soon, and talk with you later. Bye.